Good morning, everyone. Thank God for another day. This is the Bible 101 class. Okay, we're trying Facebook Live again. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the lateness, but I tried using Facebook Live again, and this is the Bible 101 class for December. That we might not sin against thee, to let our light shine, that men may see our good works and glorify you, the Father which is in heaven. At verse 20, but we're going to start at verse 20 because it leads into the prophets of Baal and Asteroth, 450 of them, about to hear the challenge of Elijah and accept the challenge of Elijah. Now, it reminds me of the book of Job, when Satan or the devil, oh, that's what you've been doing. He says, going to and fro, seeking, whom he may devour. We learned that in the New Testament. It's the completion of what he was saying. He was basically saying going to and fro and doing evil work. And tempting people to sin and rebel against God. And God said, have you considered my servant Job? Now, if God is telling you you're about to lose, guess what? if he's setting up the parameters of a challenge and giving you who to go after, you lost. And so we're going to see this here with Elijah, because Elijah is going to do exactly. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not with a word. Not a word. Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord, and the spoken. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it. For he is a God. Either he is talking, or he's pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth, and must be awake. And they cried aloud, and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lancets, till the blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass, when midday was past, And they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice, nor any answer, nor any that regarded. So Elijah issued a change unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 450, and the prophets of the groves 400. We, God is really a mocking, thinking that we are gods, that we have the control of everything, and we do not. So Elijah came to all the people. How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him, but if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered not a word. Now, this is a very important verse in the Bible, because the word halt means actually to hop or skip over, jump over. And that's what we do in our lives. Nah, I'm going to follow the three gods that I love, which is me and myself and I. Oh, no, I'm going to bad from good. So that's why the people didn't answer. They knew that Elijah was calling their sin to the front. And what was their sin? Being hypocrites, bouncing back and forth. In fact, worse than hypocrites, is they're just choosing to jump back and forth. They're not even trying to fake a show. They're just, he's a hypocrite, he's faking the show. They're just bouncing back and forth. And the church is doing that now. We call this a sin one day and we say, oh no, it's not a sin this time. A sin is a sin is a sin. A rebellion to God is a rebellion to God. Why are you bouncing back and forth? You know in your heart. So important. You don't have to answer. You know the answer. And that's why they you know, sacrifice this leg, cut it open, dress it to be put on the altar of sacrifice and be burned. It said, dress it, but put no fire under. Dress it, but put no fire under it. In other words, go through your emotions of saying you have a relationship with God, but you have no fire under it. There's nothing that ignites it. There's nothing that's going to signal a light. There's nothing that's going to prove. It's just a dressing. Didn't know that was in there. Well, that's why they were doing that. That's why this is very important, and you need to really study and read what it's saying about our relationship with God. So he's saying, dress it, but put no fire. And he says, and I'll do the same. I'll dress mine, but I won't put no fire under it. But and call ye on the name of your gods. Now, that's plural. the name of the definite article, T-H-E, the Lord. So you call on your gods, your plural, that are not definite articles, and I will call on the name, which is the authority, the position, the character. I will call on the name of the Lord, the definite article, and the God, the definite article. That's why when we see writings in the New Testament, Jesus always used the definite article. I am the light. I am the bread. The definite article. That answer it by what? Fire. So there should be fire in our dressing, not just show. Let him be God. And all the people answered, and hey, it's well spoken that God is God. God's going to be God. He's the definite article. He's going to answer by fire. And was given. So they dressed it, and it started in the morning. Now remember, the morning is the beginning of daylight. That's what they call morning. It's not what we call morning when they didn't have daylight savings time, ripping people off of their sleep. So even until noon, they start crying what? Oh, Baal. And remember who Baal. Baal is the god of the sky that has the sexual relationship with Asteroth of the earth, and things supposed to grow and all that mess. Anyway, just another thing in place of the true living God who put everything in existence as he spoke the word. But there was no voice. So they did all the showboating. They leaped upon the altar, and Elijah started to do what? Mock them. And he is a God. Either he is talking in front of ourselves from having a relationship with God. One, we talk too much. God is trying to speak to us. If you're talking, then you're not what? Listening. Two, you're pursuing something. You're pursuing your job, career. You're pursuing this. You're pursuing that. Three, you're on a journey. You're just going through life as you, as the people say. I am just me on a journey. Then it says, pre-adventure, you sleep. You just sleep through this. And we know the African proverb, he that knows and knows not that he knows is asleep. What? Then we have the answer in the African proverb, and must be awake. You must wake him. So, he mocks them. He mocks us. Remember, these are the things we put in front of our relationship with God. Sleeping through things they used to do under Baal and Asteroth, and I spoke about this a couple of weeks back explaining the religions. And they began to use the knives and the lancets, which is basically spear tips, till blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass midday, past midday. So this is past noon. So it's 6 a.m. Now it's noon. Now it's past noon. And now we're getting into the evening. Now when we get into the evening, we're getting into that time of what? 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the sacrifice of the lamb, the evening sacrifice. Remember, everything's a typology of what? Jesus Christ when it concerns Elijah. Do we know where Elijah came from? No, they just said he was a Tishbite. They gave no mother, they gave no father. Same thing with Melchizedek. He was a priest of the Most High God. Didn't give no mother, no father, didn't say where he came from or what temple he came out of. He was and prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice. This coincides with their relationship that did not exist because they did not want one. They wanted to be Lil G's. And you can't be a Lil G with God. There's only one God. So, this, and I'm breaking this down because I want to explain what we do to basically stop and put barriers on our relationship with God. How, just like these prophets of Baal, we're either talking, we're either pursuing, we're on a journey, or we're asleep. And Elijah is mocking. The people who are trying to lead us eventually going to start mocking us because they know going back up. Why do you hope? Follow him. But if Baal, follow him. And what? We can't say a word because we know in our heart of the true and living God. We know of our heart the salvation of Jesus Christ. We know in our heart. So when we're out of relationship, where we're in that rebellious sinner's nature, we don't have to answer. Not when we're given the truth. I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of the Bible 101 class, coming from 1 Kings 18 chapter verses 20 through 29. Have a great day and a great week. God bless you and keep you. Take care.